Okay, so I'm basically telling a story time on how there's this man that goes to the church, and yes, I already started, but how the footage got deleted. Just watch my face. I might do a second wash actually, because I just got my hair done, so there's like stuff on my face. So yeah, I'm gonna do a second wash. But yeah, that's all. And then the first story is gonna be like how we were. It's not even a story; it's like different parts with the same man. And the second story is about this one time we went to chapel because I go to this school where like they're Catholic and we go to like a church service every Wednesday. And yeah, so we went to, and every first Friday we go to like a chapel for like an hour. And like you can sometimes get the chance to go to confession. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, like I said, okay, so yeah, I'm starting the story now. So this is like the different parts about the man, so that because that's what we're starting with. And okay, okay. Anyways, so basically we were at mass, and don't mind that. That's just the TV because I was watching a show earlier and it's still on. But anyways, so basically it was a. I don't even know the days, but like we were going to a mass service because he goes to every single one, and he's just always like holding the door for like people going in and stuff like that. So this man, like, I don't even know how to like describe him or anything, but he's just like there, and we see him every single time we go to mass. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we see him every single time we go to mass. So I think me and my friend were altar serving, or yeah, and her name, like we're gonna call her Kay. So me and Kay were walking in to like go to mass, and like she can't be by him because like he like touched her last night, like not like he was like or something like that. I don't know. You know that idea with Cassie? Like he was holding the door for her, and there was this thing she can't, like she has to go to like the other door by him, like but she can't go like by him and stuff like that. So yeah, we were altar serving that day, and like mind you, every single time we go, right before he leaves, because he never stays like really for the whole mass, so he goes like, and then like just what? And then sometimes he also goes like, and we be laughing. We were trying so hard not to laugh in the mass because we don't want people to think we're playing and stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, I think she was like, okay, yeah, so she like can't be by him, and he goes like stuff like that, and so this is like another part, or like today. So okay, it's Ash Wednesday today. It's Ash Wednesday, and basically, like Happy Lent for all my Catholics, and yeah, so we were getting. We got our ashes on our forehead and stuff. That stuff came off like a long time ago, but yeah. We got our ashes on and stuff like that, and this is like a really short story time because it wasn't really that much stuff. But okay, so yeah, we had just got our ashes, and then we were sitting down singing stuff like that, and then shortly after we got, like, I'm jumping forward. We had got like communion, but I don't take communion because I'm not Catholic. But yeah. So now this is the like part that just happened today. Tell me why I was sitting by Lil, right? Because I had R and I had Lil. R was like sitting by me. We were chilling and stuff like that. When the man came and sat by Lil, he literally sat by her. Like he walked in and he was like, and just sat right there by her. And then there was like these strangers behind us, and they were like he turned around and he was like, blah 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 blah. It was just like, and then like the like office person who like compute types of stuff, we call her Nana. She was Nana was like visibly uncomfortable. She kept on looking back and stuff. So we were like, Lily, scoot over, Lily, because what is a grown man doing like this close to a child, a minor? You get it. So, yeah, after that was like pretty much it. But like the entire time we were just like, ain't no way he sat by her, and ain't no way. Oh yeah, and then whenever he walked out, he like banged on the pews, and he was like, boom, 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 and it like echoed throughout the whole church because like it was a quiet moment in the church, and he did that. Well, I'm not even doing my skincare. He's even talking. Anyways, so yeah, he banged on the thing, and then he left, and that was like pretty much it. I'm 20% sure he went like boom, 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 and then. But who knows? Because he does that all the time anyways. But, yeah, that's what happened then. In time for the other short story time of what happened in the chapel. So basically, we had just went to the chapel because it was like the first Friday of January. Yeah, I think this was last month. Yeah, this was the first Friday of January. And, we had went to chapel, and we're going to pray and sit there and be quiet and stuff like that because that's what we do in chapel. And then she offered, like, my teacher, Miss C, which is what we're gonna call her, Miss C, like, was like, anybody want to go to confession? That's your chance right now, you know, yada yada. And so like the people who wanted to go to confession went to confession, right? Okay, so yeah, they went to confession, and we were still in there praying and talking, or not talking because we would have got in trouble. But anyways, reading, drawing, writing, sleeping. So, okay, this is when the stuff like started to happen. So Camille, which is what we're gonna call this person, because I'm not Camille or Kay. That's what we're gonna say. Okay, so Kay had walked in, and she was like laughing, and she was like, she said something to Miss Cook, and she was like, ha ha ha, yada yada. I didn't hear it. She was just like, blah, 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 blah. And Miss Cook was like, okay. So, like, she walked away. And when she walked away, I was like, I wonder what happened then. So they all came back, and they were telling us how there was this lady who walked up to Kay. Okay, so there was Kay and her brother, D. So Kay and D, and then one of my best friends, M, because I can't say her name. But anyways, M. So it was it was K, D, M, and then there was like another K. We're gonna call her K-A. Yeah, we're gonna call her K-A. So K, D, M, and K-A were sitting there, and this lady walked up to them and started telling them her sins and said, you have to write down, like, this is from them because I wasn't there. I'm not Catholic, so yeah. They were like, she walked up and she was like, like she told them all her sins and stuff like that, and you have to write your sins down on paper because the devil wants you to forget your sins. Whenever I used to write my sins down, my mom would always get upset, but that was okay because anything to not forget my sins. Weird old lady core. But anyways, the most uncomfortable part. My friend Camille was sitting there. Kay was sitting there, and the lady put her hand on her like this. She put her hand on her leg. And then whenever Miss C went over there and she was like, hey, can I help you? The lady was like, she moved away immediately. She was like, oh, hold on, let me grab my moisturizer. Okay, yeah, so she was like, oh, I'm just telling them about communion and confirmation, and tell me why. As soon as Miss C had confronted her, she literally walked away. Like, she walked away fast. And that was, like, so weird. And for the rest of the day, we could not stop talking about it because, like, that does not happen on a normal day. And the whole thing was just uncomfortable and all that type of stuff. So, after all that happened, we just continued on with our day and forgot about it, and I'm just talking about it again now. And yeah, thanks for listening to my story time. This might be a draft, but if it's not, then hi. But yeah, thanks for listening to my story time, and thanks.